The Parasitic Capacitive Effect. Hello, my name is AC Supernova, and I am the superior empath. What is the parasitic capacitive effect? It's when two conductive elements are close to each other and at different voltage levels, they form an intrinsic and typically unwetted capacitor. You're now probably asking, what does this have to do with the narcissist and empaths, right? Well, the superior resonates at a higher energy frequency than the narcissist. If you didn't know, we all consist of energy. Everything around us is energy. From plants to animals, human beings, even your refrigerator. It all resonates on different frequencies. The narcissist resonates at a much lower frequency, like someone who has depression. The narcissist is attracted to things that resonate at higher frequencies. This does not only pertain to human beings. This is anything from people to objects. Why? Because to a narcissist, people are inanimate objects. We're one and the same. Empaths, especially super and superior, resonate at very high frequencies. We are the cocaine rush to a narcissist. They feed off empaths like cattle from a trough. The superior knows this. Unfortunately, my fellow empaths from the different schools do not. This is one thing that makes the superior dangerous to the narcissist. I'm going to give you an example. When I was younger, I would go out to bars and clubs with my girlfriends. And we would go to the dance floor, and of course the boys in said bars and clubs would come behind us, hoping to cop a feel, get a number, and more likely hope to shack up with one or more of us. I would get off on this, knowing that one of them would be a narcissist. I was never let down. Lo and behold, one night while my girlfriends and I were out, here comes Johnny Too Touchy. He came up behind me and whispered in my ear, "Hey girl, you're the hottest chick in here tonight. That could only mean you're here looking for a guy like me." Oh, dear Johnny, you have no idea. I let Johnny buy me drinks, and of course I had him buy my girlfriend's drinks too. Why not? He had no problem flaunting that wad of cash or talking about his large house that he occupies with his wife. But they are, of course, separated. They sleep in separate rooms, don't touch each other, are more like roommates than husband and wife. Yes, they shared a child together too. Hence, why she's still allowed to live in the home. Besides, he could do whatever he wanted, so why not? Right? This is also where the superior and the other schools of empath differ. They would listen to Johnny's stories of triangulation and pity plays and believe him. And they would eat it up. Not the superiors. We see what Johnny's trying to do. Remember, we were raised by narcissists. We paid attention to their games. We were used in some of them too. We know the playbook. So when Johnny Too Touchy is talking, we're listening, watching their body movements, their eye placements, the voice fluctuations. We know what he's going to say next before he can even mutter those words from his oh so delicious lips. We've got Johnny Too Touchy all figured out. Now, one other thing you should know about superiors. We use sex just like the narcissist. When we truly love someone, we want to satisfy them in any way we can. We will find out how they like to be kissed, touched. We watch for reactions. And yes, pleasing our partners gives us fuel and gratification. The difference? We don't use sex to gain love and admiration. We use it to make sure our partners are, again, completely satisfied. We don't use sex as bargaining chips. We don't take sex away. Sex to us is amazing, especially with someone we truly love. And I will be touching on that more in other videos. So, on the other end of that, when we are dealing with a narcissist, we use sex against them. We give them the show of their life. We know a narcissist views us as just a masturbation tool, an object, one that makes the right sounds, the right eye contact, says just the right things, touches them in ways that they've never been touched. We know what gets the narcissist addicted to our overflowing fuel line. Remember, we're a cocaine rush for their kind. This is what Johnny Too Touchy got. He loved it. Of course he did. I read him like a book. I entertained Johnny with my fuel for about a year. He enjoyed my positive, albeit fake, fuel. But Johnny's time was running out. He would, of course, try to get negative fuel from me. I would never play into his manipulations. I saw the gaslighting, the blame shifting, the talking in circles, the contradictions. I would call him on it each and every time. Screenshotting conversations, sending them back to him, recording our conversations in person and on the phone, playing them back to him. Of course, this was looked at as a challenge to him. I welcomed it. Never getting elevated, never reacting. Just merely pointing out the lies. Johnny saw my non-reactions. He didn't understand them. He would ask me, if you think you're catching me in lies, why don't you yell at me? Call me a lying bastard. Slap me. Throw your drink on me. And my response would be, because, Johnny, I know you love me and would never intentionally try to hurt me. He believed it. And he believed that I actually felt that way. He thought I was just a doormat. Alas, he had never met my kind before. No, Johnny, while you're busy collecting and sorting through all of your supply chains, I'm busy over here plotting and getting ready to unleash a fury that you've never seen before. You see, while Johnny bought the naive act I was portraying, he would have me over to his house. He would think I was believing the crap he was feeding me about his wife. All the while I was taking pictures of inside their home, the outside, and remember, I also had saved conversations. One in particular where he had said he was going to plant drugs in his wife's car, then call the police on her so she couldn't have their child. As an empath, this talk would infuriate me. He would send me pictures of him and his child, trying to portray that good dad act. I could read in those pictures how sad his child was. This also would enrage me. I would never let him know that, though. I had conversations of Johnny saying that he knows his wife would never leave him. He had too much evidence against her, money laundering, etc. Oh, how naive Johnny was for giving me all of this information. When I decided to be rid of Johnny, I had a plan already in place. At that time, I had another apartment picked out with my deposit down, I called the moving company, had them pack me up, and I moved. Johnny had no idea. I had transferred our conversations to a USB flash drive, printed out pictures and texts. I had it wrapped up in a neat little parcel and sent it to his wife's place of business so that I know that he couldn't intercept it. Once I knew it had arrived to her, I shut my phone off, changed numbers, and I bought a new car. Seems like a lot to go through, doesn't it? It is, but it was worth it. He was permanently discarded by his wife. He actually went to jail. He had an order of protection on him and lost custody of his child. The narcissist lost. I'm sure he's moved on to other supply, but my concern was for the child. He no longer suffers narcissistic abuse. You see, empaths resonate higher. Superior empaths seek justice without losing fuel. We see what needs to be done, and we do it. Again, it is with gratitude that I thank you for listening. More videos will follow, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss anything. Also, if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Until next time, be well and stay alert.